no. It's not drunk. Throttle linkage is questionable. Not really sure how exactly it's ran, but starter does crank, so as long as we can get some fuel to it, we should be able to get it to go. Hopefully. So everything went okay with the dozer. Everything looks okay. I mean, it needs 4 hoses for sure. We need, what else was it? Needs an oil change. Yeah, it needs fuel. It had no fuel in it when I got there. I guess somebody had drained the tank out at some point. So the line, the hose clamp was off the back side of it. So we put the hose clamp back on it, put 5 gallons of fuel in it. She fired right on up. So got that done, and but yeah, anyway, I think we'll get it home and put 4 hoses on it, give it a little cleanup job, and I think we'll be in good shape. Some of the throttle linkage is in rough shape. I think, like, you know, it's missing like the lock nuts and stuff like that, and you know how stuff gets loose and wiggles over the years. It pulls the threads out of it, obviously. So you know, besides some linkage stiff, and it needs a little bit of bushing work and stuff like that, which is all expected. You know, I think we got an okay deal on it, so we'll get her home tomorrow and, you know, see what we can do. Alright guys, the next day, got Brad again. We're heading to go get this D6C. I'll let you know how the process goes.
Come back this way just a little bit. There you go. Come straight.
$9:30, we finally made it home. Truck's cooling off now, but I'll try to give y'all a rundown of everything in the morning. Hey guys, got it home, got it unloaded. Gonna sit here and clean everything up. I'm gonna replace this hose and the other hose on the supply to the cylinders here, and I think we'll be okay. I might go ahead and replace both the middle ones, but these other ones are not terrible. They'll probably run a long time, but those up there Probably gonna need some attention, as well as that other one on the other side. But we can get them off, get everything cleaned up, get everything pressure washed off, pull the floorboards up, and try to blow out some of that junk in here. She's nasty, but yeah, blow some of that out, go over everything, check all the fluids, change the oil, change the filters, and go from there. Another thing we got to address is our linkage for the bucket raise up and down, which is right here. Got to adjust that or do something. And then my decelerator pedal, we've got to put a nut back on that, the spring, and get all that functioning correctly. And maybe we'll have something to work with. We'll see.
All right, do my best.
Try to get this hood off for you guys. Try to get it on video, I should say. The hydraulic filter doesn't appear to have any metal shavings or anything. Alright. Cap back on so we don't have any debris falling here. Okay. Let's see, look nice and clean. I'll take it. I think it's about to rain, but I'll try to get this piece of exhaust off. I think I got some other pieces of 4-inch or whatever, so I can put on here, and we don't have to worry about putting something over the exhaust. I'll get me a flapper, and we'll be in good shape. Piece of 4-inch, put us a little flapper on the top, and be in good shape. I think I'm gonna leave that big hose. I've seen a lot of those run like that, so we'll address that when it gets there. I want to make sure the rest of the dozer doesn't have any more problems before I go spending money on that, So. I guess this was just like a big clamp, there's 4-bolt clamps. I've never seen anything like it. Everything I've ever messed with has got an end on it, but whatever. So we'll let me get a hammer and a chisel or something, and we'll try to get it sucker on there. Alright, let's give it a whirl. Try to break a couple of those wires and maybe it'll move. Got movement. Coming. Yes, sir. See how many wires are in these hoses? That one will run a long time. That one just sat in the sun. This one will be covered up by the hood, so it'll probably be here for years to come. So running or get a new hose for that, and try to find me a piece of 4-inch, I guess, to stick up over that. That right here. Nice little flapper, and we should be good to go. Check the coolant up there. Damn cool. I think we're about to get wet. Alright, let me put some bags on this or whatever so it doesn't get us wet. Alright, back out here at the new hose. I just put it on, tighten up the bolts. See if it doesn't spray me right now. Maybe the hydraulic fluid is a little bit low, but let's see if it doesn't work out. I'm spraying everywhere. I got to fix this linkage because I have no up travel. All I got is down. It pulled the threads right out of the little linkage piece here. I think I can just tap that back out. Weld a new bolt on this end. Be all right. This piece is made to go on the end. There's just no threads left, so I'm gonna see if I can't find a little bit bigger bolt to weld on there, and maybe the same size and tap it out. We'll see. And we'll get that back working, and that'll have a functioning bucket or blade. Sorry. Okay, so the threads seem to be cleaning up halfway decent in here. My guess is the rod was just a little bit softer than this block. So I think I can run a half 20 tap down here, cut that off, weld a new bolt on it, and be back in business. What happens when a lock nut gets loose like that, it'll just it'll allow just a little bit of movement, and you know, over time it'll wear the threads out. So as long as you keep this nut tight and up against it, then it can't wobble side to side, so it'll stay tight. So anytime you see or got a linkage that the lock nut's not adjusted on or tight, then it'll wear out eventually. Well, I guess I need a new screw in my vise. Anyway, threads look pretty good now, so it ain't perfect, but it's honest work. Got our new linkage adjuster installed, so I was just tightening her up. I didn't get a video of me welding it up and cutting the end off, but all I did was chop the end off where it was messed up, and then weld that nut on there. It's just a 1/2 by 20, and I'm tightening up the jam nut now, and she should be good to go on the raise and lower. I got the chain off, so we're good to go. The next thing I got to address is the throttle linkage. Not exactly sure what's supposed to go where, but I got a spring, and I'm got the feeling it goes in here like this, and that'll keep it at full operation. And then we just got to find us a nut, 3/8 fine thread, I'm assuming. Yeah, 3/8 fine thread, and put that on there, and then we should have a working decelerator and a working blade up and down, and we're getting closer. I just got to figure out our wide open throttle fuel issue next, because you rev her up and she just, and she doesn't want to, you know, actually run like she should. So we'll see what happens. I think I've got the throttle linkage set up like it's supposed to be. All right. Oh, that's sure, but I got a nut on it. Pulled the little strainer off the fuel pump there. Got a fuel bowl there and a little pinhole. We'll see if we can weld it up and put it back on there. Got the fuel filter off, and it looks mighty clean. So unless that little bowl being full of junk was our problem, we're gonna have to do some more digging. So I've been fighting this smoke issue and everything else. I'm gonna pull the turbo off. I guess I could pull the front half off, because the exhaust side looks pretty rough. So I may pull the front half of this turbo off and see if I can't run a pit, you know, around that little air gap. I don't know what you call it. I don't build turbos for a living, but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna try. This turbo looks like it's gonna separate pretty easy, so let me get a couple wrenches and I'll pull the front half off, and then I'll be able to check in the exhaust housing and see if that's why we're getting jammed up or what. Something's going on. Trying to do this with breaking the least amount of gaskets loose as possible. I don't have any. Which is a good thing, because most of the time I do not do that. Oh, yes, you do come back. Yep, yes, sir. Okay, all right. Yep, that's our problem. How about it? I'd have never thought this thing had them weird fins, but
And I've never seen this before, but I guess this was VGTs or an attempt of a VGT back in the day, because that sure is the problem. It ain't getting no air through there. How about that? I could see where all these little I don't know what these are for. Never seen them in the exhaust side before, to be honest with you. But I'd say about half of them are stopped up with rust. And I don't know how to get them in. It looks like a pressed in ring almost. I hate to mess that ring up. There we go. How about it? Look at all the rust. You see it built up in that ring. This thing is about to burn my hands, but that is our problem right there. Simple as that. That's probably why this dozer got parked. All right, well, I'm gonna sit here and pick all the junk out of these rings, as that was our problem, and I hope this helps somebody else, because you see a lot of these suckers with new turbos on them, and I bet the better half of them don't need a turbo at all. I bet it's just, because I mean, this has been in there for a long time. I mean, that's, you can see how thick. It's just chunks of rust coming out of there, you know. And that would have costed me, you know, 2,500 bucks or so if I'd have put a turbo on it. So it doesn't hurt to go read some forums and go through whatever. The other guy that I was reading on, he ended up rebuilding his whole engine. I feel bad for him, because there was probably nothing wrong with his engine, but hey, at least he was nice enough to help me out as being the next guy, I guess. But if I had the oil lines hooked up, I'd start it up and try to blow any of the other trash out, but hopefully it'll pass the rest of it pretty well anyway, I hope. Never in my life would I ever thought there was going to be vanes in a fixed vane turbo. But I mean, I don't know what else to call them, but they're vanes, I guess. But I can't believe it was that simple. I knew it was something simple, but I just didn't. I've never seen this. Thing's gonna run perfect now. That's why you don't let stuff sit too. Just go outside and start it up once a month, once a week. Keep it going, keep it fresh. Don't let that moisture get inside of there and build up in the manifolds and everything else. You know, just go ahead and start it. Keep the batteries up. Or just let it sit and then let people like me come fix it, I guess, or find it. But just don't ask an arm and a leg, because this is what I have to go through in every other one. They're people tearing them apart, right? They're getting these old machines and stuff that doesn't run. I mean, you don't never know what you're gonna find. I mean, you could buy something like this and it run fine when it's cold, you know, when you're test driving it or messing around with it at whatever's property, and then, you know, when it gets up to temperature, the transmission could be missing half the gears or no revert. Who knows? You know, it's always a gamble with it, but I guess that's what makes it fun. 3 more of these vanes to clean out, and we can put this booger back together and see if we even got a runner. That's crazy. Ow. Well, there's my finger. Never seen that before. Alright. Got all the vanes clean. You can see all the junk's gone out of them. So we'll put her back in there and I'll let y'all know what it does. Thought maybe I should get the shop vac and get the rest of that trash out, because if I don't, it's just gonna do it again. And I know that ring and that seal is never gonna be perfect, but maybe it'd be good enough. I just vacuumed it all out. I don't see any more in the bottom there, so take this, shove her back in there. I hope there's no orientation to that, but I can't see why there would be. Clearest pair of safety glasses I could find. Look like you're looking through beer goggles, but spinning free finally. Just make sure you don't hear that turbine hitting any rust or anything like that, or you know you ain't got it see you correctly. Now we got the there we go. Make sure we clock everything right. It's supposed to be no more than 15 degrees on turbo drains and stuff like that. See, this thing's been off at some point in its life because some different different bolts. That ain't even the right one. Let's go through the top. So go on the bottom maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Feed, oil drain, hook back up, turbo spins nice. Get the vacuum and get some of this trash off the intake and everything else before I put that back on, but I'd be willing to bet we got a fixed machine now. adjust this linkage on the throttle. Like I said, I don't know which way it's supposed to go, but just trying to get it so it does the best I can, I guess. I'll leave y'all there too. I think part of the problem, I didn't even realize it, but the foot pedal, see it's moving, and the whole fixture. So I need to get another bolt in that, get that rod adjusted properly, and I think we'll have a good runner. That bolt in the floor broke off, so I'm gonna have to weld that rubber nut to it and probably try to get that one out. I'll try to drop the belly pan tonight maybe and pull the covers off, and then hopefully get everything cleaned up. I need to get a turbo feed gasket that's leaking where we messed with it. So, but other than that, I'm gonna drop this belly pan off today and get these floor panels up so we can really pressure wash it, and I think we'll be on the right track. I haven't been recording because my phone was dying, but it's the easiest way I found to drop a belly pan. Wrap a chain around this side, run a tracker frame there, run it underneath the belly pan, back up this side, hook it to the truck, and raise that sucker right up just like a jack would. So we got both pans on. We can take all that junk out of there. I'm gonna just back the dozer straight up now, and we'll wash all this other junk out in the morning. So you can tell why I wanted to pull the belly pans off. There ain't no telling how long that's been down there. And I don't know how many times I've seen this trash rub holes in oil pans and everything else. So got that off now, so I should be able to get a lot more pressure washing done and blow a lot of that trash down. It's dark now and mosquitoes are coming out, so I'm gonna wrap it up and hit it again tomorrow.